Hello, everyone, and welcome to the pre-grade 12 information session at March Virtual Open House. My name is Leanne Zonneveld, and I'm the undergraduate recruitment coordinator for the Faculty of Mathematics. This information session is designed to help students who are earlier in their exploration of university and help them learn a little bit more about the Faculty of Math at the University of Waterloo. So today we're going to tell you a little bit about what's unique about math at Waterloo. We'll talk to you about the different systems of study, and that includes co-op and regular. We'll talk about our academic programs, career pathways after those programs, and our admission requirements. So getting started, what's special about math at Waterloo? The Faculty of Mathematics at Waterloo is actually a pretty unique and exciting place. We are proud to be the only dedicated Faculty of Mathematics in North America, and a faculty is something you can think about as your academic home base. So you won't be based in a Faculty of Arts or a Faculty of Science. You'll be studying in a place that's completely dedicated to the field of math and computer science. We are top 50 in the world for math and computer science, and because of this, we have a very robust community of professors, students, and staff who are committed to excellence in the field of math and computer science. And because of this, we have over 500 courses in math, statistics, and computer science for our students to choose from. And just to give you a little context, you usually have to take around 40 courses to graduate from a bachelor's degree. We have over 500, so you have over 10 times the number of courses you actually need to graduate. Now, at Waterloo, there are two great ways to study. There are the co-op program and there's the regular program. Many of our math programs offer both systems of study, so students can choose, although some are co-op only. It is relevant to know that at Waterloo, we function on a 3-term system. So we have fall, which is September to December. We have winter, which is January to April, and we have spring, which is May to August. So if you study in the co-op program at the University of Waterloo, you will work through those 3 terms, rotating between work and study. By the time that you graduate, you'll complete 5 to 6 work terms, which equals just about 2 years of paid work experience on your resume. Students who are preparing for their work term will be writing their resume, preparing their cover letter, attending interviews, and ranking potential employers. So it is quite a bit of work, and we do talk about how it's almost like taking an additional course. So good time management is key. The nice thing is we do have a lot of resources on campus to support students in the co-op program. So you can come to the Center for Career Action for career counseling. You can get your resume critiqued or do a practice interview. So there's lots of resources to help students along the way. If you decide that the co-op program isn't for you, there's the regular system of study. Now, this is a bit more of a traditional way of studying, maybe what you traditionally would picture when you think of university. So students study for 8 months of the year, which is September to April, and then they're off in the spring term. So this allows students the flexibility to plan their summers, whether that's working, traveling, volunteering. Some students even take some extra courses over that time, and it's a bit of a quicker path to graduation. So it does take 4 years instead of 5. One thing that the students in the regular stream can do is add the EDGE certificate to their program. So this is a free optional program that students can take, and it just gives them some extra resources for professional development and encourages them to get experience throughout the course of their degree. Now that we've talked about co-op and regular, let's talk about the academic programs that we have to offer. First up is Honors Mathematics. Honors Math is a program that opens doors to many majors within the field of math. So in your first year, all honors math students take common first-year courses, and this is so that we can ensure they get the fundamental math skills and expertise that they need to be successful later down the road. They'll also have the opportunity to dabble in a few different areas of math so that they can get a sense of what they might want to study in their upper years. Students can declare a major as early as the end of their first year, and as you can see from the list on the screen, there's quite a wide range of majors to choose from. Some students may take 2 majors, some students may also add a minor and or a specialization, so there's plenty of ways to customize your degree. As you can see from the list on the slide, lots to choose from. I'm going to just tell you about a couple different majors to give you a taste. So students who choose to declare a major in actuarial science can actually prepare to become a professionally designated actuary. Actuarial science students learn to apply mathematical modeling and statistical analysis to assess risk in different situations and industries. Waterloo is actually one of the top actuarial science schools in North America. Another major students might consider is combinatorics and optimization, or C&O for short. C&O students learn how to apply math to optimize a given system while considering specific constraints. So a good example is they may look at how they could optimize a flight schedule at an airport to increase safety, efficiency, and volume. The last example I'll give is computational mathematics. Students in computational math combine math, computer science, and statistics to solve real-world issues. So these students develop really strong skills in computing and quantitative modeling, which then they can apply to many different industries, including finance, technology, and government. These are just three of the many majors that you may want to consider, but it's nice to know that the honors math program is highly customizable. So if you don't know what you want to do when you graduate, it's a great option because you can try the field, see what you might like, or if you have a specific career goal, you can customize the degree to get the skills and experience that you need for that specific career. The Faculty of Mathematics is also home to the David R. CHERITON School of Computer Science, and it's probably not surprising to learn this is where our computer science programs are housed. Included in that is our Bachelor of Computer Science, where students learn key topics related to software and computing. Students can customize their degree with majors, minors, or specializations in areas such as artificial intelligence, human computing interaction, data science, or even computational fine arts, just to name a few. The next program on the list is the Bachelor of Business Administration and Bachelor of Computer Science double degree program. So this is just how it sounds. Students graduate with 2 degrees after about 5 years, and they take their business courses down the street at Wilfrid Laurier University. It's about a 5 to 10 minute walk, and they take their computer science courses from the University of Waterloo. So they kind of pair up 2 very transferable and in-demand areas of business and computer science. Next is computing and financial management. And you can think of this program as the blend between computer science and finance. So students really take it 2 majors in 1 degree to get a very unique Bachelor of Computing and Financial Management. And this allows students to kind of go in and pursue careers in the very in-demand and up-and-coming field of financial technology or fintech. Lastly, we have software engineering, which is housed between the Faculty of Math and the Faculty of Engineering here at the University of Waterloo. Students interested in software engineering should speak to both faculties just to learn more, and should know that it is a bit more of a rigid program than computer science. Students do look at software and hardware, but because they are working towards that professional engineering or PEng designation, it's a little bit more structured than the computer science program. Our last category of programs are those related to mathematics, business, and accounting. So these programs all leverage some combination of Waterloo's Faculty of Mathematics, our School of Accounting and Finance, or Laurier's School of Business and Economics. So we do have here at the top of the list our Bachelor of Business Administration and Mathematics program. Very similar to the Bachelor of Business Administration Computer Science program, it is a double degree, but instead of taking computer science, our students get a Bachelor of Math from Waterloo, as well as their Bachelor of Business Administration from Laurier. We also have a Mathematics and Business Administration single degree, so it's a little bit less, fewer courses that students have to take. Because it is a single degree, students only graduate with a Bachelor of Mathematics. They do still take their courses at Laurier for business, however, they aren't getting a degree from Laurier. We also have a mathematics chartered professional accountancy program for students who have keen interests in accounting and mathematics. So students actually can work towards their chartered professional accountancy designation throughout the course of this program. And because they're studying accounting at Waterloo and we're an accredited institution, they can pursue their Master's of Accountancy after they finish their undergraduate degree, and that's another 8 months. And after that, they are ready to challenge the common final examination to become a chartered professional accountant. So it does allow them to become exempt from additional education requirements required for that CPA designation. And last but not least is the Mathematics Financial Analysis and Risk Management Program, or FARM for short. FARM is a program where students combine courses in math, statistics, and computer science with finance and business. And it allows them to either go down a path towards becoming a chartered financial analyst or a professional risk management designation. So there are two pathways that students can take in that program towards a professional designation. Now that you know what you can study here, let's talk about what you can do with those degrees after you graduate. One of the coolest things about studying math and computer science is the endless ways these skills and knowledge can be applied. I think you'd find it challenging to find an industry that isn't impacted by math or technology. And so our math programs that I've kind of outlined are training students for growing fields, and that's demonstrated by some of the statistics I have here on the screen. We're projecting that there's going to be at least 58 million new jobs in artificial intelligence by 2022, and there's expected to be a 37% growth in information security jobs by 2022 as well. What's really cool is some of the jobs that our math students are getting after graduation are on the list of top jobs that people want. So for example, data scientist was the #1 job in 2019, according to CareerCast. One way to know where your degree can take you is by looking at the paths of our alumni. And an example of that is SideFX, a Toronto-based company that was formed by Kim and Christian, who are math grads. And they took their math and computer skills to develop a software for 3D animation and visual effects. And this software is being used across the film industry. You've seen their work, although you may not know it, in movies including Star Wars: The Last Jedi, Guardians of the Galaxy 2, a personal favorite, and Blade Runner 2049. Now, I also want to tell you about an up-and-coming alumni. So this is Kier Liu, and she actually hasn't graduated yet. She will be this year, which is very exciting. And she was our 2019 Co-op Student of the Year. Kier knew that she wanted to get into the technology industry. And so she has leveraged every experience at Waterloo that she can, including working for startups and definitely leveraging her co-op work terms, where she's worked for companies including Apple, Uber, Slack, and Coinbase. And because of all her hard work, she starts a full-time gig at Apple right after she graduates. Now, what's really neat about Kier is she's really recognized the impact that other women in management and technology have had on her experience and her career progression. And once she gets into the field, her goal is to help empower other women and underrepresented groups in the technology industry to help them find leadership roles and find their place in tech. We're really excited to see what Kier does after she graduates. Now, as a younger student, you may be mapping out your courses for your next year or two of high school. It's a good idea to look ahead at admission requirements for any university program that you're considering so that you know what you have, what you need to take, and that you leave those doors open. So we're going to talk about admission requirements now. In the Faculty of Math, we look at 3 things: your grades, your admission information form, and contests. Now, 2 of these things are required and 1 is recommended. So absolutely, we're looking at your grades, your admissions average, as well as your performance in math-related courses, and your admission information form, which I'm going to tell you a little bit more about. So those are the 2 required pieces. The recommended piece are contests, and we'll get to that in just a moment. Okay, let's talk about courses. Now, the courses you see on the screen do relate to the Ontario curriculum. So if you're a student studying in Ontario, this is for you. If you're currently studying outside of Ontario, please do visit the link at the bottom of the slide. It does have all the different systems of study in Canada and across the world, so you can find what the admission requirements are based on where you're currently studying. For our Ontario students, we are requiring your grade 12U advanced functions, your grade 12U calculus and vectors, your grade 12U English, and then we're also going to look for 1 more grade 12U course and 2 grade 12U or 12M courses for 6 in total. So with all of those courses, we make your admissions average. So we'll take your advanced functions, your calculus, your English, plus those other 3 to make 6 in total, and that makes your admissions average. It is important to note that we do put a stronger emphasis on your math courses. We do want to see a strong academic performance in those classes specifically. Now, I mentioned the admission information form, the AIF. So the AIF is a supplementary form that you fill out after you complete your application. So we send you the information you need to be able to complete this form. It's very important that you complete this form on time by the deadline and that you take some good time to write it well. This is going to be a piece that comes into consideration with your application, so you want to take time to do it well. In your admission information form, you're going to tell us what makes you you. We want to know who you are outside of the classroom. So this is your opportunity to tell us about extracurriculars, community involvement, part-time work, and other passions that you might have. We read and score every single AIF, so it is a very important part of our admissions process. So when it comes time for us in the Faculty of Mathematics to make admissions decisions, we are looking at your grades. That is the most important part of your application, as well as your AIF score. As a younger student, it's important for you to know that we do have a policy regarding repeated required courses. We do expect students to do their best in a course the first time round. So if students do repeat a required course, we may penalize them for that. So it's important that you are successful in your courses when you take them the first time. And if you are thinking about repeating a course, you should check in with the admissions department before doing so to understand how that may influence your chances at admission. The third component that I referred to, which is recommended but not required, are contests. And this includes the Canadian Senior Math Contest, which is written in late November, and the Euclid, which is written in April. Like I mentioned, these are not required for admission, but they are highly recommended. A strong performance in a math contest can help you in the admissions process. It will not hurt, but it can help. And contests are required for the Faculty of Mathematics entrance scholarships. So these are a really great opportunity to sharpen your math skills and also give your application a strong additional piece, especially for that scholarship consideration. Now, if you're looking into contests, I highly recommend that you visit CEMC.uwaterloo.ca for different resources, including practice tests and previous versions of the tests that have been administered, and other key resources to help you sharpen your math skills. If you haven't, taken math, it's been a little while and you want to brush up, there's lots of great resources to help you with that on the website. Now, if you are a student whose first language is not English and you have not been studying in an English-speaking school for the 4 years leading up to university, you will need to take an English language test and provide us with those scores. You can see the test that we accept on the screen. You must complete one of the tests that is on this list at the minimum scores provided. There are more details about this on our website, but it's just important to be aware of this requirement if it applies to you. Okay, I've alluded to scholarships a little bit. Let's jump in. We have two types of scholarships available for students. The first one is university-wide entrance scholarships. Now, these scholarships are purely based on admissions averages, so students do not need to apply to them. Once they apply to the University of Waterloo, they will automatically be considered. The second type of scholarship are our math scholarships. And the first three listed here in this chart are scholarships that require applications, and that application is available on our website. So in the year that you apply, it's important to make yourself aware of the deadline for those scholarships so that you can make sure you get your application in. The Faculty of Mathematics entrance scholarship is the one that I referred to that does require students to write the math contest. So again, very important to be aware of that so that if you would like to qualify for these scholarships, you understand what is required of you. Okay, I've thrown a lot of information at you and you still have time to prepare because you're kind of early in your stages of university exploration. What's next? Well, we recommend that you, again, visit cemc.uwaterloo.ca to continue to sharpen your math skills and utilize the resources available there. You can follow us on Instagram at uwaterloomath. To learn more about life as a mathie, we do have students that take over our Instagram account regularly, and then attend virtual events, tours, and webinars to continue to learn more and engage with us. And we encourage you to contact us at mathinfo@uwaterloo.ca. You can request a one-on-one with a member of our team or just send us your questions via email. And beyond today, again, follow us on social media. We've got accounts on most platforms, and we do have our email addresses here for you just to stay connected. And at this point, I want to say thank you so much for joining us. We hope that we'll get to meet you at a future event. And I wish you all the best as you continue to explore university and enjoy the rest of March virtual open house. Thanks so much, everybody. Take care.